What is up, guys? Patrick here from Anime Tech, and today we have this pretty special video here, guys. I'm going to be reviewing the new Opera browser. It's pretty cool. I actually got in touch with them and asked if I could get some questions answered, and they basically forwarded me to their basic, blah 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 email, and I never did get an answer back. So, in the lot of time I had, so here we are. But I did go on their website and I did look around, and I got a lot of my questions actually that I had answered. So without further ado, guys, let's get started. This right here, yes, I do have background noise playing for you guys. Some Agro Fox, one of my favorite guys. You guys ought to check him out. Link down in the description for this song particularly. It's called Cloud9. Anyways, we have a brand new main interface right here, guys. Brand new. I've never seen something quite like this. Something a little bit like this we actually see in Windows Edge browser with this right here, particularly. What I do like about this is with the bubbles. See, they built a whole new physics engine for this particularly. This is a concept browser, by the way, guys. So it does not have some Opera's main features like their VPN or their built-in ad block. Their VPN is kind of questionable anyways, and it doesn't really, on some websites it doesn't even matter, because some websites with a VPN won't even let you connect, but that's besides the point. It's still good to have. Anyways, those are just a couple things I hope you guys understand. Let's get into the features, actually. One of my favorite features on this actually is you can have, say you got, wrong one. Say you got YouTube open, and you're watching like a podcast, something like that, and you're like, oh, I got to do this too, but I don't really want to switch tabs and stuff like that. I don't really want to switch tabs and kind of watch the podcast. So with Opera Neon, they actually have this new feature where you can just drag from that over here, and you can just do that, and you're like, oh, I want to look at my favorite blog site, and I also want to see, I also want to watch my my podcast or music video or something like that. You can actually do a double screen, and right here you can actually, basically go in between the two screens of how much of each one you want. And this is really good for, like, say you're talking to somebody on Messenger, or you got Discord open, the web browser app open on there, and you're just talking to your friends and stuff like that, and you just want to browse the web and just have a quick response instead of having to go back and back from tabs. And personally, I really do love this system that they're implementing, but I feel like this right here should be a pull-out menu, to where as you go away from it until you get to about here, it just goes away. And then I'm sure that wouldn't actually be hard to implement, but it's just one of my pet peeves. Over here, I don't mind that right there personally, because I'm used to like Discord, something like that. I'm used to seeing like Discord stuff, which actually this web browser is literally reminds me of Discord, honestly. To be quite honest. Let's just replay that there. Give us some more background music. But that is one of my favorite features of it. And if you guys are listening to music like I am, and you're just surfing the web on another page, you can go right here, and you can just stop it, play it, stop it, play it, which is really neat. It'd be really cool if they could give you like a fast forward feature if the, like, say the YouTube supports like a fast forward or a play 2 times speed or something like that. It'd be kind of cool to see that, but it doesn't really matter with me personally. A really cool feature that they've actually implemented also is this right here, which if you actually look, I can crop to snip. I can snip any part of a web page if you just click right there, and you just say do this, and it saves it right here to your photo gallery on your thing, and then you can just do that, and then you just click off there to get out of there, and you can just delete it right there from like that. And what I find this really useful for is, like, say you're making a video like I'm doing now, and you just want to show some pictures of some other content, kinda, instead of having to go through and edit the pictures in there, you can actually just show them right there as you're doing it. But that's one thing. I could find that really useful for like a podcast, actually, for general purpose. But another feature I like really is this, that you can drag any picture, you can just drag it over there and prop it in there like that, and then look at it. Any picture you can do that to, which I find really neat. And I have not tried that on Twitter yet, with like a GIF or something. That would be really awesome if you could do that, because a lot of browsers you cannot get the source GIF from, or GIF, I guess it is, depending on how you pronounce it. Yeah, let's just delete that. And right here, you know, you got that. And if you click on that right there, any file that you download, it'll show the file location. If you click on the little folder right there. If you guys are actually wondering though, their main concept behind this is to change the way you browse and really bring you kind of in touch with the internet, instead of looking at it in a file system type of way, to bring you as an interface type of way, which I find really neat, and I think it could work. This is a concept browser, that is, like I said before, so there's not really a whole lot to go off of. It's basically just that they're showing you what web browsers could be, and this is not going to replace the whole Opera. That's one of the questions I actually asked them. Oh my god, asked them, and you know, I never got an email back or anything, but I looked on their blog and stuff, and apparently it's not going to replace it, but they are going to try and implement some features over this year into Opera itself, or Opera. They said, they kept on, and I actually watched their video on Opera Neon, and they kept on saying Opera, so I think it's pronounced Opera, actually, for you guys. So, I don't know. It could be what it is, could be Opera, Opera, just depends on how you... I like Opera, personally, because I'm just used to it, and that's what it looks like. It doesn't look like Oprah. But I guess it is a big O, so Oprah. That's besides the point. Let's get on with it. But, from what I can see, though, it does have basically the main security features pretty much any web browser has. I did have to change a couple of them. Let me just go over here to settings real quick for you guys. Let's go over here to settings, and it opens a whole new tab, just like any other browser, really, anymore. I did, let's see, go over here to advanced settings. You guys always want to go to advanced settings with a new browser. This was not clicked like always, and you know, you click it and it basically shows, basically tells you that websites, even though that you sent a do not track me request, they can still track you. So, okay. And what else was it? Oh, ask where to save each file. Yeah, I did have to do that. You guys always want to have that on, guys. Always. That's how you prevent websites from downloading like viruses on your computers automatically, is you have that, and you'll be like, and the website will try and download it, and you'll be like, I didn't want to download that. So yeah, I didn't want to download that. So that's one thing I personally feel like you guys should always have on, just so you know, with a web browser. And then let's close out of that. I'm trying to think what else there is here, guys. Oh, more tools. Okay. So. Okay. You do have a task manager with Opera, which I find neat. If it'll open. Yeah, I don't get it. I think it's only for certain, like, in-window stuff. But yeah, so basically it just shows you on Opera Neon. I don't know why it won't do that. I don't know if that's just a thing, but I think it's just for this tab. What you can actually get like per tab system stuff. Basically, how much CPU usage is taken up and all that crap. I can actually in the process. This is what I. This is why I really like this. Also, is because in here, the browser itself, you can in the process of the browser just close it. In case like your browser gets stuck or something like that, or web page quit loading, and the web page itself coming responsive and it's not loading, you can and it won't close or something like that. You can just end it like that. I would like to see them come in with a Control T option like Chrome has for in case you accidentally close a browser section. But also, guys, you can also save a web page as your favorites in here if you just do that, which is neat. And then I can just take out that one, and it'll just pop right out. Like I said before, they did build a whole new physics for this, so everything feels like it's dragging very naturally, and it really does. There's like no lag at all with it, and it just feels very natural. It doesn't feel like it's controlled by the system. It feels like I'm controlling it. And by the way, guys, if you're ever in a browser and you just want to open a new tab, basically, and like you want to go to a different web page instead of going up here, and you don't want to get out. Well, let me put that a different way. If you're ever searching or watching something, and you don't want to get out of that web page and you want to go to a new tab, you have two ways of doing that. You can do that, or you can just click this right here, and it'll just basically do that. So you can type in like, I don't know. Pussycat. I don't know. You can search pushy. Well, with yeah, I can't believe I just said that, but yeah, you can search pussy while you talk to your friends on here on Opera Neon at the same time. Yeah. All your pussycat stuff. Yep. But anyways, guys, that's Opera Neon, and if you guys want to hear like honestly my true thoughts about it, is it a web browser for everybody who is it like a main use web browser? And my answer to that is no. ... The reason I say that is because it's more for the developer type who need to multitask, or someone who just needs to multitask or something like that, or say you're working on a project and collabing with a friend or something like that over Messenger. That is a way you can use it. It's more as a practical solution to someone like me who creates YouTube videos and wants to show multiple things at one time, or that you're just trying to work on something and you're trying to get it done as fast as possible. And say you're working on a project or something like that, or some word comes up that you just don't know and you just don't know it. So you'll have dictionary open up in the next one, so you can search that, see what the meaning of that is. For schoolwork, that could work the same way as what I just explained. It's more for a work. It's more for work than it is for just playing around on. I'm probably gonna switch to it, honestly. But they also said though that they're not gonna be they don't have apps enabled for it, which is kind of a downer because I do like a couple applications Web of Trust. It's one of my main web I'm starting to sound like Elmer Fudd here. One of my main applications that I use is Web of Trust, just because it's more community driven and it's a really good app for a web browser, an add-on. Or a ad blocker. I personally don't really like Opera's built-in ad blocker, so I'll usually use an add-on for it. And the only reason I use add-ons for is videos. I normally don't use them anywhere else but in videos. But my final thoughts on it, guys, it's could it be the future browser? For me, yes. For you, it depends. It's a very narrow-minded way of looking at it, but at the same sense, you got big browsers out there like Chrome. And by the way, this is built on top of the Chromium project, which is why Opera itself is also built on top of that. Which is basically why Opera reacts a lot like Google Chrome and has a lot of the same stuff, inner menus and stuff like that, is because they're built on the same engine basically. And I'm sorry I don't have anything going on the screen, guys. I just realized that, and I'm just talking along. And basically, you know, you can always just, you know, you never know what's going to go on here. Could it become its own browser? Yes. But who knows at the same time? Will they just discontinue it? They could. I mean, Opera did just have that BigQ security leak with their stuff, and I was actually affected by it. Somebody actually did try and get my stuff, but you know, I changed my password in time, and stuff like that, so I wasn't really affected. You know, I was, in the sense of I thought it was ridiculous, but in the sense also all that stuff. I've just been a long time user of Opera, guys, and do I think you guys should at least check it out, see if it's for you? Yes, I do. And by the way, this web browser is so light on my system. Like, honestly, everything I was doing there, I was actually looking over here to the left. I actually have a monitor on, and it uses like a quarter of what Google Chrome does. Like a quarter of it. It's so lightweight because it doesn't have all the fancy crap that the original Opera does. Right now, I would get in on Opera Neon to see how it develops, personally. That's my personal thought on everything, guys. And until next time, this is Patrick from Anime Tech, and I am signing out, and I will see you guys later. Leave a thumbs up if you liked it. Leave a thumbs down if you didn't. Bye, guys.